9 things I stopped buying to make more money. You're gonna love this. If you're looking to make more money, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. Let's get it. So one of the first things that I stopped buying in order to make far more money was that I stopped buying luxury items. So we're talking about the latest clothing at the mall. It's very extremely rare that you'll see me at the mall actually shopping for something. That's why sometimes I do like to stay away from temptation. When something catches our eye, you know, psychologically, these marketers know how exactly to get into our pocketbook, in some cases to our wallet, right? So I have clothing for years and years ago, actually close to 10 years. The point of like buying clothes, because I enjoy quality things and I enjoy fancy and luxury items, when I do buy them, is to keep them for a very long time. So it's not about the quantity of the things that I have, it's about the quality. I'm not the person to follow society. I don't really enjoy trends or whatever that person is doing, blah, blah, blah. I like to do my own thing, and what's more important to me is to make more money and have more money saved up to be able to have more options in life. The less that you have, the more you become a quick decision maker. The next thing that I am not a big fan on and that I stopped doing, buying updated versions. I remember I had an iPhone that was 10, I believe, and I had that for like close to 5 years. A year ago, I updated to the 12, and I think I'm a little bit crazy in this. You know, when I don't have storage in my phone, I'm not a person to like buy storage. I barely have any apps here. Like, how do I? No apps. They're all like organized under like social media. I recently had to delete the YouTube app. And knowing this is my profession, it was really hard to do, but I had to do it anyways because I didn't want my time to be consumed on mindless entertainment. That's it. Cleanse your mind and delete things that you don't need. It does make you, as a person, go to the next level of your life. And not even in your life, just like a person in general. I'm a big believer of watching what everybody else is doing and doing the exact opposite and focusing on what's more productive for my life and what matters to me. The next things that I stopped doing, which I like to get good deals on things, is items that are on sale, especially in marketing. I was in a job once and I was selling cruises. I'm not gonna say which company. Who was it? If they say, oh, you know, this cruise is actually $4,000 for 2 people, but you're gonna be saving $1,000, and if you buy now up until in 5 days, you're gonna get this exact deal. I ended up quitting because it felt really dirty and weird for me that I just couldn't to provide like dishonest information because it was the same thing. So I'm like, no, these people are not saving money at all. When there's a good deal, majority of the chances is that it's all made up. They literally just switched a couple things to be able to get you to buy because, oh, it's a great deal, blah, blah, blah. I've done this so many times. Like, I know exactly what it is that I'm doing and I still buy, right? If you're still buying it, you're not saving money. Just for example, if you see a top or a shirt at the mall and it's only like $5, you're still doing the act of buying. You're not really saving money. But if you're like, no, I'm not gonna buy it because I don't need it, that's when you save money. I stopped putting money into something I didn't understand. I've done this so many times before because I was naive. I didn't really understand money wisely before. I was just kind of chasing a fantasy. My do stocks, I have some sort of knowledge in that industry that I do bet my money into it. I never invested into Bitcoin because I didn't understand it. And I've seen people invested into it, they made money, but then all of it was gone. It's important to have wisdom, especially when we're betting our money into something, to have greater amounts of profit and scaling it. There's many business opportunities that come my way, and I say no a lot now, and it feels so good to be in control of my finances and saying no. And also, like, when we don't know what we're investing into, it is going to take us a lot more time to be able to master that particular thing and have ROI come from it. That's why we should never like compare ourselves, because let's say someone is doing far better than you on something that you invested in but had no idea what it was before. More than likely, those people that had faster success is because they had years of training, experience, knowledge. But if you have the time and energy and effort and endurance and persistence and consistency, and if you want to learn that particular thing, then go for it. Like, if you really want to become the #1 Bitcoin person or crypto person, then go ahead and invest into it if that's something that you want to do. But if you're just like, oh, here's my money, and just kind of like let it die out, then that's not very wise either. The next point, getting my hair done and getting my nails done and getting pampered up and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, my roots are growing. My hair grows so fast that one day I'm just like, you know what? As much as I love this blonde streaks of hair, it's beautiful, I just want to go all dark one day. I just want to go to my natural hair color and just be done with it because I have to constantly keep up with it, and expensive. Not only is expensive, it's a lot of time, and I'm just not about that. And also my nails. Look at these nails. This is so embarrassing, but look at them. As I walk the talk, as you can see. All right, these are not fancy. And it takes a lot of time to get my nails done. It's like 2 hours. What can I do in those 2 hours? I'm not gonna be rude in front of the person that's doing my nails and just be on my phone and waste time. I literally buy like affordable products at home, and I have my own skin routine for my face, and as long as I'm eating healthy, I'm getting enough rest, you know, all of those little habits do matter. So instead of doing that, how can I make money with that particular time? Oh, and by the way, I haven't cut my hair in like 3 years. Okay? I have so many dead ends, but I love my hair. I've always wanted to have long hair, and every time I would cut this thing, they would like cut 10 inches off of my hair, so I stopped cold turkey from cutting my hair, and now I just really love the length. The next thing that I stopped buying was depreciating assets. So some of the examples are like cars or houses. I never bought a house before. I am tempted to buy a house and just be done with it, but I did buy a car before. It might have not been the best. You are looking to buy a brand new car, the moment you take it out of the lot, it loses its value of 10%. I did buy that car in 2015, brand new. Till this day, I still drive that car, and it still drives very smoothly. I take care of it. It's never gonna make me money, but hey, at least I can drive that bad boy until who knows. If it's not giving you a higher return than when you bought it, then it's not worth it. The other thing that I stopped buying to make more money was extravagant travel. There's multiple ways to be able to have a very affordable travel. A great example is I'm actually going to South Africa in May. Very affordable, because if you know anything about Cape Town, it is extremely affordable city, especially if you live from the United States and you're making US money. I do want to go to Bora Bora, but I feel like that's very extravagant. So it's just about thinking wisely and knowing what season that I'm in. Having a system down to be able to grow my income, and depending on how much I make. But if I'm not wise with the money and I make such ridiculously, foolishly expenses, that's not gonna make me any more money. And the other one that I stopped doing are memberships. If I'm not using a membership, I cancel it immediately. I don't like memberships. I don't have a Netflix account. I don't have a Hulu account. I don't have those things. I'm not against like watching movies and taking time for yourself, but like Netflix and Hulu, those kind of memberships, it forces us to become unproductive, where we could use that time to create wealth for ourselves. So that's why I don't have any of those accounts, because I'm like, I'm not gonna be forced to doing something that I may not wanna do, and I'm not going to keep pocketing someone's bank account to help them to create wealth. How about I create my own wealth and I say no to these things, and I just use a friend's account and be done with it. So I only have like one membership, and that's from Melaleuca. I love their products, and I actually sell them myself, so that's the only membership I do have. And I don't know, I just feel like with me, if they're not making you productive or making you money, they're not worth it, so say no to them. I stopped buying presents during the holidays. And this is so crazy, because when I was a little girl, I even was doing these types of principles when I was little too. I would have so many dolls, and I would just give them away during Christmas. When I was a little girl, I didn't have money like that, but still, like, I would find ways to give things away that I no longer wanted. So even back then, I was like, man, less is more. I don't want these dolls, they creep me out, so why don't I just give them all away? Especially in this culture, we live in a culture where it's a materialism culture. The day that I am a mom, I'm not gonna train my kids to want materialistic things all the time. You know, what really matters is love. What really matters is that quality time. What really matters is listening, having a listening ear, and just having those conversations, those valuable conversations. And I'm just not about buying presents for people because they're not gonna use it. Let's just be honest, they're not gonna use it. So why even do that? You might have gotten some laughs out of this video. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It'll let me know to make more videos like this. Let me know in the comments, what are you gonna stop buying to be able to grow your income? I'd love to know. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you how I will become a millionaire by age 32. Your mind is gonna be blown away. Make sure you watch that next. Again, thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye. Have a great week.